Hey guys, today we're actually back to explaining the levels made by Fandom and not the Wicked Eye for Backrooms. But today we'll be explaining level Absolute Infinity of the Unknown, which, okay, so this basically is a 77 billion tall tower. Basically, tallest Backrooms level ever, and also maybe the biggest ever. Oh, according to the fandom, but not the Wicked Eye because they don't. I don't think the Wicked Eye has this level. I think. Not sure. Okay, let's begin. What is this? Okay. So Backrooms level Absolute Infinity of the Unknown is a class undetermined, has mysterious properties, unknown information, and undocumented entities. So this level resembles a front room style skyscraper consisting of millions and millions of floors. Actually, there's billions and billions of floors, not millions and millions. The tower appears to defy all structure and physical metrics, with it not needing to follow actual front rooms, architectural plans, or designs. So, but basically what it means by them it's not following any laws of physics. It's basically, if you made a tower like this, everything is like all the different sub levels inside this one tower. It's just should be too much for the tower to actually handle, and the tower should actually fall. But like, it is back. So the windows on the tower offer a view of into an outside skyscape, with it being known as the outside world by the residents of the tower. Some of these windows can be open, others are locked, sometimes without a visible locking mechanism. If one opens these windows due to the high pressure difference from the outside of the tower to the inside, it creates a vacuum force similar to that of the pressurization of an airplane, causing the window to snap shut. During this time, however, items may get sucked out of the building and they are gone forever, as no one has been able to exit the tower and survive. I mean, even if you did fall into water, it still feel like not even concrete, probably like falling up into like I don't know, like the moon or something. Because that's gonna hurt way more than normal heights, falling off normal heights and going into water. Because holy shit, that. So yeah, so even if there is water down there, that's not saving you. That's not saving you at all. All right. The only way you can actually survive is if you have a parachute, but why the fuck would there be a parachute in the damn Backrooms? So yeah. Also, this level does go 77 billion up, like 77 billion 77 billion levels up and down. So also I'll get to the theory of there might be an actual exit to the reality on the very bottom, but that's probably going to be impossible because you'll see why. Upon entering, wanderers will find themselves inside one of the many luxury elevators made out of gold, silver, hard laminated glass, high-quality wood, marble, shiny, pure iron, titanium, and other high-quality materials in the tower. Which, titanium? Great for a shield! Or armor. That would basically protect you from any entity attacks. Besides if they're, like, supernatural in power, and they can, like, basically do magic, throw magic at you, then kind of cups anyways. But, yeah. The elevator material varies as it is unique to each wanderer, down to the engraving or materials. Through every elevator on the level is different for each wanderer. All of them share one feature: the buttons. The buttons on the elevators are all keypads. Despite how some look, they're from the early 1920s or 1930s, since it's possible to fit a button on every floor on the building. Near a sign can be seen that instruction one on how to operate the elevator. As there are much more floors than buttons that can fit on the panel, a keypad is more convenient. Press to confirm the floor and press to delete a number. You can type numbers ranging from 1 to 77,192,837,452, and also that same amount of length you can go down, but you can't go down there. You can't go down negative levels with the elevators. They only go up. The elevators only go up. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys, but it only goes up. The elevators are fast, so make sure to hold on to the air rails and enjoy your stay. So if you don't, then basically you're flying in the air at very high speeds. Like, you could bang your head on something. And what about your fingers? I don't know. So it's just recommended to hold on the rails as tight as you possibly can. Alright, like, just don't do anything weird. Like, don't do anything weird. Just hold on the handles if you're going to a higher floor. Or, beyond the elevator doors, one will see one of the many luxury hallways and rooms of the tower. Along the back wall of the elevator, electronic display of the map on the floor can be seen on the wall. The tile labeling the function of the floor. There are 11 different types of floors as listed below. So these they do at some point just repeat on pin until like a certain floor where it just becomes arbitrary observe. I don't know what how you spell it. Until like that's basically this it. Wait, where's that observatory thing? The pattern repeats itself until the top of the tower. After floor 65,185,100,200, all floors become the observation decks, which you can just observe stuff. So basically, you'll be able to see the sun, and also the higher you go, the brighter everything is. And but. Apparently, if you go like on the very top floor, which I would not suggest doing all of one button of an elevator, because I mean, at least that's gonna hurt your brain if you try to do all 77 billion at the same time. Yeah. Pattern repeats itself until the top of the tower. Yeah. But at the very top, apparently, you're above the sun, so it's basically darker up there on the very top of this tower, because apparently it goes above the sun, which is a weird effect. But that will also be in effect in basement rooms. But so yeah, floor 1 spawn reception room, which is the only time that spawn reception actually appears. Well, basically almost the only one, but it eventually repeats itself. So floor 2 maintenance rooms, floor 3 to 24 offices, 25, 49, floor 25 through 49 are stores. 450 through 74 are food courts. Floor 75 through 149 are hotels. Floor 150 through 199 are entertainment rooms. Floor 200 is a maintenance room. Floor 201 through 299 are pools. Floor 300 through 399 are hotels. And 400 is a hospital. Floor 401 through 449 are apartment rooms. 450 through 452 are penthouses. 453 through 499 are apartment rooms. Food courts are floors 500 through 599. 700 through 799 are pools. 800 is maintenance rooms. 800 is a maintenance room. So yeah. 400, 801 through 899 are entertainment rooms. floor 900 through 999 are hotels, and 4,000 is a pool room. So, yeah. But let's actually go explain the rooms themselves. I mean, you don't really need to explain the observation decks because, let's be honest, the name is self-explanatory. Like, it's just basically like rooms you would floor, like usually just floor you would normally at the very top of the tower, like from real life, and yeah. But there's like a ton of them after that insane number of floors. So yeah. But yeah, so we don't really need to explain those. Spawn reception. This is the first floor a wanderer will come across, as each elevator's doors will open after a few minutes to reveal the first floor, which is a spawn reception. It is the first floor of a repeating pattern that goes up every 1,000 floors. At the front desk, one can find either Meg or Nax. What the hell is that? Page is being under rewrite. Reason to see that under template. Okay. Operatives working there who will be happy to usually help you out since there are a lot of copies of this floor. Not every spawn reception has a receptionist working. So why does every one of these floors have a Meg or Nax's operative working there? I don't understand. But anyways, let's go to the offices. Okay, I was wondering where the picture with that was. So the offices are places of work, most usually abandoned as some staffed by a Meg or Naxxus presence. I've never heard of Naxxus in my entire life while reading Backrooms levels, so they were in the first 100 levels of the Wikidot. Oh wait, I forgot that I explained the first 7 levels of the fandom inside of Wikidot. So I am going to make the Wikidot its own separate. Oh, I'll remove the first 7 levels of Backrooms Explained video and change the title to fandom version, and put that in a new playlist. And I'll make a rework or remaster for the first 7 levels of the Backrooms. Instead of like fandom, it'll be Wikidot. So. Also, you can see from my tab, this one tab here, I'll eventually explain 100 foot levels 101 through 10. So, yeah. Authors of place. Okay. Most offices have different wall colors. Some even have wallpaper. Some look modern. Others look 90s. Others are older still. Entities spawn here occasionally. So I think it's what they're saying. Or they meant to say this, but I'm not sure. But are mostly smilers, though entities here are uncommon. So, alright. So, entertainment. So basically, this is basically like a mini version. Well, these are mini versions of level 399. 3,999 actually. Too bad that level doesn't exist in the Wikidot anymore, but it does exist in the fandom. Because the Wikidot decided to remove levels after level 999, which is kind of weird. So, yeah. But anyways, the entertainment floors consist of movie theaters, golf courses, indoor amusement parks, arcades, raceways, laser tags, paintball arenas, play places, airsoft stores, etc. Each one of these is unique, with even similar activities having slight differences, like the color of the store's name. All the store type areas are abandoned. No point presence seen. Some Meg and who the hell are the Lucia? Staff run places like music parks or laser tags as they need staff to operate, but others are free to open. So, alright. Hotel. So, also fun fact about these type of floors, you can actually see like above, like you can see down and up from these type of floors, which is if you're afraid of like heights, so I would not suggest looking down or up. So yeah. But if you're not like Danny, I guess you can go ahead and look down and around. Hotels act and look similar to front rooms hotels. However, each room is unlocked and accessible. These floors consist of many hallways with rooms on each side and a large pit in the middle, acting like an atrium. Looking down or up makes it possible to see all of the hotel floors in the current pattern. Across the pit, one can find a mirror and structure that has bridges inside of it and connections to other floors. Some rooms in the hotel floors can be empty, others have basic amenities. I cannot spell that. Like a bed or a bathroom, others are decorated similar to 5-star hotels. Others look like jail cells. Why did some of these look like jail cells? That's random. Rooms like elevators can be anywhere from 1920s to modern styling. In empty or jail-looking rooms, entities like howls or smiles can occasionally be found. So, yeah. Apartments. These look very bland. Is what I'm gonna say with these. Similar to the hotels, but varying less, with some being low quality and others being high end. But all looking around modern apartments, these rooms are longer and can have a functional kitchen, multiple bathrooms, or even living rooms within larger ones. Luxury apartments can be found rarely. They're usually being one unit per pattern, so okay. The pools, which okay, they don't look like level 37's pools, you know. But the pool floors have many indoor pools, twisting tiled hallways. They're not like square tiles. I don't see them any like square tiled ones right now. So actually there are some, but on the water I don't see anything that looks squared. Just more like rectangle shapes. So I'm not sure. I think this is supposed to just represent, you know, like supposed to mimic level 37, but not sure if it's actually. But I digress. The pool floors have many indoor pools, twisting tile hallways, natural baths, or pools with plants in Italian, Greek, or Turkish architecture. That's weird. And in most of them, giant fluorescent lights mimicking sunlight can be found lighting the ceilings, except exact replicas of front rooms, water parks can eventually be found. However, large parks usually take up multiple floors and can be scaled down to fit within the tower. Okay, that's weird. Penthouses, which these are like the most maybe the most luxury parts of the entire place. Oh, food courts, probably supposed to mimic the old level 611, but you know, level 611 snack rooms got demolished by entities, and now it's dead zones. I mean, unalive zones. So, yeah, we don't talk about that. This looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. The penthouses are the largest and least common floor type, but okay, and are the place with the best Wi-Fi in the tower. So, if you wanna play them games, I guess you could just do that. I'm not sure how good it is because I mean level 3 is supposed to have the best Wi-Fi connection in the entire back. And I talk about the actual level 3, like Backrooms level 3, not one of the floors. So yeah, I'm not sure how good these are. The Wi-Fi here is, but it is the best of the entire tower. So these can take up to 2 floors and have private pools, bars, or even slides. Each penthouse is different from one another, like hotel rooms and apartment rooms, but they have a consistently modern and curvy style architecture with a mix of soft, cold, and hot lighting. The food courts. So, food courts contain many restaurants, pizzerias, cafes, ice cream parlors, ice cream and backrooms, bars, small scale shops, and fast food places in front rooms. And also, yes, front rooms is reality, like Earth. But here the products are free, and there is little to no staff or Meg or Nexus presence. The architecture is modified to look more liminal and having more client capacity more play places. But restaurants can usually be recognized by wanderers. It is unknown how the food replenishes, as it's never been caught on camera. Anyone who has tried it has blacked out and woken up with food there, or cameras have glitched out and food has also spawned from thin air. That's correct for one Lucite operative. So okay, stores. So basically, these are like malls. It's just yeah, just malls and stores. So similar to the food courts, like stores consist of many front room stores, but also non-front room stores that also sell furniture, electronics, toys, and clothing. Architecture of these places varies from floor to floor, ranging from the early 1970s to modern. Again, the products are free to take. Just like with the food courts, the products are unable to be filmed or seen restocking, causing blackouts or camera glitches when they restock. These effects, which encompasses what happens in food courts, is one of those two anomalous effects of this level. Yeah. Alright. Maintenance rooms, which are very bland. I think. Maintenance rooms are large, sprawling, and empty, with occasional emergency and janitorial supplies next to closets. Big rooms can be found, and most of the time they are just full pipes, wires, and generators. However, these usually lead to nothing as they appear to be for display only. Crates can occasionally be found, usually containing open water, Greek. The candle that burns twice as bright burns half as long. Greek fires, so that's food and water, and also finally moth jelly. Why the fuck would you? That sounds disgusting. What the hell does that even do? Object number 6, object names moths gel. I'm not even reading that. That sounds really weird. It is again unknown where these come from, as like the food in the food courts and items in the stores, these are unable to be seen appearing. Now, finally, hospitals, and then we'll get to the basement rooms, which are like negatives of the level. The hospitals are the most uncommon floor, offering any wanderers in need to place a heal. The architecture and layout of the hospitals look similar to those of front rooms, which includes exterior doors that are jammed shut and acts like windows, and occasionally garages and ambulances. Megan Nexus personnel can be found here who are available to help any wanderer. So yeah, we did all those. Alright, so while that episode finale of the unknown is unknown, it is known for its height, it also has multitude of basement levels. I cannot speak. Alright, I cannot speak. Extending it almost as far down as it expands up, the basement floors are not accessible by the keypad, and as it does not have a negative button, meaning that one will have to use the stairs, which are available from floors 1 and downwards. The basement stair starts off with patterns similar to that of the above ground levels, which is floors 1, maintenance, negative 1, maintenance, floor 2 to negative 99, offices, floors negative 100 to negative 999, hotels, entertainment rooms are negative levels, floors negative 200 to negative 299. Pool rooms are 400, floors negative 200 to negative 249, and finally food courts are floors negative 250 to negative 300. This pattern repeats itself until floor negative 300. The recent floors are below cloud level, meaning they are always less likely to have sunlight get through. They are still lit by sunlight, at least for the first negative 300 levels. After that, a second cloud cover makes all the outside light unstable. After negative 300, the basement levels become unstable and glitchy and only comprised of maintenance type floors. The light becomes dimmer and more entities begin to spawn and appear. These levels abide by a different set of rules. The further one get down, the more entities and deadly objects they may find. Which, okay. And in the absolute infinity of the unknown, the celestial body that serves as its sun is not the same as any other sun on any other level. It's an enigmatic property that is that as soon at noon, sunrise and sunset, when sunlight touches entities that inhibit their level, the intense UV rays render these entities paralyzed, and within seconds these frozen entities dissolve into dust. This is the only trace of said entities. The effect is nicknamed the Bad Sun effect. Notably, the celestial body that serves as the moon does not conduct this effect, with it being solely the sun that does this. It is unknown that this essential effect does not affect monitors, and why is only effective during specific times. Theories of the elevators change the human body in some ways that render them immune to the sun's deadly UV rays, which that's nice. I mean, that's great. Beginning entities oofed by a little sun. A literal sun, bro. That's great. Wi-Fi connection is quite anomalous in this level, as it can be highly inconsistent throughout the level. Throughout the tower. The penthouses have the best Wi-Fi connection in the entire level, while the maintenance rooms has no connection at all. So you do not have connection to Wi-Fi in the basement levels at all. So don't even try contacting Ralph. You have the phone on you in the basement levels. The hotels and apartments has an average connection, but a little inconsistent on some floors. Every other floor pattern that Wi-Fi seems to be upgraded or downgraded, while the basement has extreme inconsistencies, which include high Wi-Fi connection spike every once in a while that can cause damage to certain electrical devices. So it's, I guess, not even good to even bring a device down there in the first place. So relevant entities such as smilers, hounds, concealers, and death blocks can be found here, as these entities have been here since the start of the level's existence. No more entities spawn here, which is that when all entities on the floor are killed, the floor is free from entities for good, and the level infinity effect killing them without human force makes this level quite safe for human inhabitation. Facelights can also be found here, but they're still hostile to any wanderer, and they seem to have a higher level of intelligence than normal. Because in the attempt to avoid sunlight unless forced to, so communities and outposts. You know I don't ever do communities or outposts because, alright. Many elevators can be found in the background, some of which have unusual properties, but most of them have the same button panels. Unscrewing the panel and rewiring it to a keypad instead, how the fuck are you supposed to do that? The code is, oh god, so 2,603,000 to 26 million 032,000 009 is the code. So that's a lot of yeah. Can we type cause an elevator to close its doors and transport the love wanderer inside into the first spawn reception? An elevator heading above the top floors level 238 sends one here as well. Oh, that's also a tower level. 995. Holy cow! Why is this? I don't really want to explain 999 fucking levels from fandom, as well with the Wikidot. So only doing Wikidot, but we'll explain some levels that are past, hundreds in fandom, but not in order. Not at all. Currently, one can be sent to this level by getting over 100 karma in level 995, also transporting him to an elevator with his current floor on the first spawn reception. There's also a very rare 1% chance for a train from level 154 to stop at this level, which upon entering the level, the train's interior will slowly fade away, feeling a elevator cabin. What the fuck is an elevator cabin? Is that? I know, never mind. No clothing and specific points in this level continue to level 97. Oh yeah, that's completely different than level 97 from the wiki dot. Going to level floor 65 billion 185 million 100,000 209 and entering an observation duct. 2 watertight doors can be found. The blue one leading to level 0 and the red one leading to beyond the absolute limit. So the page does not exist yet, but that must be might be. So I'm not sure what that level might be, but my guess is maybe it's like a tower and like above this level or something, and it is even bigger tower in space, and it like the very bottom of it is on the bottom of whatever planet's above, and the very top is like very, 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 very deep into space. Which I guess, yeah. There have been rumors that getting to floor negative 77,192,837,465 may lead one to the real reception and the front doors of the tower. Opening them causes one to be transported to the front rooms in a building in New York. Though it is impossible to confirm that, as a normal human being cannot walk down 77,192,837,465 floors alive due to the basement's instability, and also since the elevators do not go down, they only go up. But yeah, that's basically it for this level. I thought this was a pretty nice level. And of course, I'm gonna take at least a month from Ruby's video because this is recorded like at the same day as his, because don't really want to be seen as like stealing content. So yeah, just doing this a month later. But yeah, I also plan to train another fandom level, which is like called the Maroon Isley, which Ruby did go over as well. But yeah, anyways, if you like this video, you don't have to do anything. Just you click off now, because I'm about to end the video. Bye!